From November 14th to 21st, we're inviting you to join us for a powerful trip to Ghana. This isn't just a vacation. This is a chance to walk through the same places where many of our people were captured, held, and shipped off into slavery. So don't wait. Secure your spot today. We're making history by walking through it. Will you be with us?
Hey everyone, Rosemarie Havsom here, back again to help you take full control of your life by what you choose to put at the end of your fork. So let's get into it. Oprah's done it. Other big name celebrities have done it. And what do they all have in common? There's this strange thing going on where previously heavy-set people are now mysteriously skinny. Oprah has always been a person who has struggled with her weight since she came on the forefront of the broadcast journalism world. And it has been a very public battle with many, many failures of her losing incredible amounts of weight, which she did on a liquid diet. And unfortunately for her, it was basically a starvation diet that did not last long. And not only did she gain the weight back, but she gained even more.
I think why this earned the spot on the list is that it represents hundreds of shows that Oprah has gone on to do about her weight and weight in general. And it's an American struggle and it's an American problem. We've all struggled with it.
I see it as an iconic moment, and it is, still preeminent on everybody's radar in terms of, our culture, with 67% of the country being overweight. It's one of those shows that will forever remain iconic. And, since we're not doing it anymore, it will always be the highest rated show.
Let me tell you, I have lost, as of this morning, 67 pounds since July 7th, 67 pounds and 30 inches from my bust, my waist, and my hips. 7, 12, 11, I think it is. And this, let me tell you, those of you who are starting dieting or dieting a little bit, this is what 67 pounds of fat looks like. I can't lift it. Now, when you talk about, Jimmy, is this gross or what? It is amazing to me that I can't lift it, but I used to carry it around every day. And when you talk about making yourself the best you can be, I'm glad I did this for my heart, because my poor heart that had to send blood to all of this. It's shocking to me that it is this, I saw it yesterday. I said, I'm going to live on broccoli now.
Yep, who knew that was going to be that iconic?
Having had that history of obesity in her life, of course, it has been something that has been really difficult for her to accept when it comes to all of her successes in other areas of her life. Now, the end of 2023, something strange was happening with Oprah because people started to notice all of a sudden she was amazingly slender. I mean, it was so noticeable that it was almost like, who is that person walking the red carpet? Almost everywhere you look in Hollywood right now, there are a lot of people that are losing a lot of weight. And the question has come up when you're looking at the fact that almost 80% of all African American women are obese or overweight. It's a very scary thing to think that this is something that's been ongoing, and unless we curb that trend, we're going to have a lot of premature deaths and a lot of preventable chronic illnesses that go along with overweight and obesity, namely high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, and high cholesterol. And then, of course, we have the other adjoining issues, which are arthritis and metabolic disease as well. And coupled with that is insulin resistance. So we have a whole slew of issues that come with being overweight and obese. Now, Oprah being the flagship person of someone who has struggled with their weight for most of their lives, suddenly appearing in public with noticeable weight loss is something that makes people pay attention. Now, let's take a look at it.
At all these years, I thought that thin people, those people had more willpower. They ate better foods. They were able to stick to it longer. They never had a potato chip. And then I realized the very first time I took the GLP-1 that, they're not even thinking about it.
That's right.
They're only eating when they're hungry and they're stopping when they're full.
That's right.
This helps explain why obesity is not a simple choice.
Ozempic was developed in 2012, and researchers found that if they took the DNA of a lizard, yes, a lizard, they could transmute it and have it processed so that human beings could absorb the benefit from that hormone. So that's how Ozempic came about. It was used to control type 2 diabetes. And one of the side effects that came from it was weight loss, because it acts to curb appetite so people have a sense of feeling fuller longer. Now, in 2021, there were some long-term issues that had come up with Ozempic. Namely, the way that Ozempic works is that it slows down the movement of food from the stomach to the small intestine. Now, during digestion, we go through about a 4 to 6 hour time frame of digestion, where the food moves from the mouth down into the esophagus, down into the stomach, and then it goes into the small intestines, where all of the nutrients and energy and toxins are filtered out. If you have a drug where it actually slows down that process, you can have a number of issues that come along with that. And one is, if it slows down food, then it also is slowing down your ability to absorb nutrients. A lot of people are having issues where the food is staying in their stomach too long, and it's causing other issues that were not noted at the beginning of their use of Ozempic. With Ozempic, not only did it curb people's appetite, but then it started to affect people's appearance. And then a part of the rapid weight loss is where you can have sagging and wrinkled skin of the face because of rapid weight loss. And it's something that is noticeable, but was not necessarily one of the side effects that was cited at the outset of this drug. So Wegovy was another drug that was developed in 2021 to kind of counteract some of the issues that arose with Ozempic. Whether it's Ozempic or Wegovy, the proper name is semaglutide. So semaglutide is all about controlling blood glucose and limiting how quickly food can be digested and how long it stays in the stomach. That was the general use of semaglutide. Now, celebrities, when they found out that, there's a benefit of it is making people skinny, people just ran to it.
Ozempic is the diabetes turned weight loss drug that's been dubbed the Hollywood injection, with many celebs stepping out with dramatically slimmed down figures. One of those celebs is Oprah Winfrey. She revealed the secret to her dramatic weight loss was Ozempic and described it as a gift. Sharon Osbourne has also publicly shared her experience taking Ozempic for weight loss, although she said she's quitting the trendy medication as she didn't want to go this thin. Other celebrities include Amy Schumer.
Any FDA medications that have been approved, there's something that's called a black box warning, where there are some issues that arise when the drug is being used in ways that it wasn't intended for. So if it's strictly being used for weight loss, there are other issues that do arise. Now, of course, the FDA saw the error in their ways and changed the term of black box warning to boxed warning. One of the issues that they had was that it causes something called gastroparesis. Now, gastroparesis is where the food slows down in the small intestine, but then it starts to rot in the small intestine. It can cause perforation of the gut. It can cause indigestion, vomiting, nausea, all of these things that come across because of people using it strictly for weight loss. Now, some of these issues do come up when people are using it for the intended purpose, but specifically for people that are just using the drug for rapid weight loss, there are some things to look out for. Other negative side effects of Ozempic or semaglutide, and that is it's now being shown to raise the risk of certain cancers, specifically thyroid cancer and tumors. And they're warning now to say that people who have that propensity in their medical history or in their family tree, they need to watch out for using semaglutide. Now, these are things that only came across because of people's using of the medication, but was not something that was seen or at least reported on the outset of this medication. It's an appetite suppressant. So the very action of semaglutide is to make you feel full. If you feel full longer, then that means you're not craving things and foods, especially sugary foods, because your blood glucose is being balanced for a longer period of time. So you lose weight rapidly, and you also benefit from having a more balanced level of glucose in your blood. These are good things, right? Right. But the problem is, if we're having now FDA warnings about possible cancer risk, we need to take another look at Ozempic to see if it really is something that is worthwhile for people to use. Now, there are certain things that you need to avoid when you're using Ozempic. So certain foods do not work with Ozempic, and that includes alcohol, greasy foods or fast foods, very sugary foods, and very processed foods. These do not work well when you're taking Ozempic, because then it will cancel out the benefits of the action of semaglutide. So something to look at when we're looking at quick fixes. Bottom line is this: there's no quick fix. Things took time to develop when it comes to dis-ease in the body, when it comes to illnesses in the body. We didn't get to the point where 80% of all African American women are overweight and obese. That didn't happen overnight. And there are several factors that are contributing to this alarming trend. One is the quality of the food that we are exposed to now is a lot poorer than it was 20 years ago. Carbohydrates are not the same that they were 20 years ago. Wheat has been so modified, genetically modified, to the point where it's not even real wheat anymore. It's some hybridized wheat that is causing a lot of problems, including celiac disease and other gastrointestinal issues. Many people are having issues with wheat because of the hybridization of this plant. So when you have things like that, it's also causing a different reaction on the body. And coupled with that, a lot of high sugar or high fructose corn syrup, a lot of salt, a lot of bad fats or seed oils like vegetable oil, canola oil, those things are contributing to our obesity. The lack of water drinking, the lack of paying attention to moving our bodies more, these are all contributing to weight gain, to overweight and obesity. Ozempic is not a quick fix to help that problem. We need to look at a concerted effort of many areas that can help to fix a problem that took time to be created.
Ozempic should not be allowed for weight loss. Mark my words. Put them in a time capsule and open it in 15 years. Ozempic has a remarkable weight loss, but what they didn't focus on is that when these people are losing weight, they are losing muscle mass at a way higher rate than they should. As you play this forward, especially in elder patients, when you lose that much muscle mass, you cannot gain it back without extreme measures. The chemistry behind how they're losing that weight is really a starvation weight loss. This is the kind of weight loss that will decrease their immune system, decrease their bone density, decrease their muscle mass, and decrease their longevity.
And I truly believe that as a natural and holistic practitioner, that there are natural ways that we can use to get the best out of the food that we eat, in spite of the challenges of trying to find and eat clean food. Clean meaning non-GMO, organic if possible, or as close to its natural state as possible. We need to do better. Here is the kicker for people that want to use Ozempic as strictly a weight loss medication. And that is, you are on that medication for life. If you come off Ozempic, the weight comes back on. And not only that, there are mental health issues that are associated with Ozempic use as well. And in addition to cancer, perforation of the gut, these are a lot of serious issues that we need to consider before we're looking at the quick fix. There are natural ways. If you want to know more about the natural ways to lose weight and to keep it off permanently without a diet, then comment below and let me know what you want to know about that. There are ways that you can use to help yourself. Now, for those who choose to use Ozempic or some other weight controlling medication, of course, do your research, just be informed, and know that there are natural options too if you choose to select those. I'm Rosemarie Havsom. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And please don't forget to check out my YouTube channel, which is Havsom, H-A-V for Victor, S-O-M for Mother. And we'll talk more over there about some natural ways to get you back into the best health that you can. I'm Rosemarie Havsom. We'll see you next time. Have a good one. Bye.